think if you live in a city, you never get to see this. When we first moved to the countryside, it just blew me away being able to see the stars at night, the sunset, the sunrise. It actually just makes getting up early so worthwhile. I mean, it's just incredible. Watching the sunrise, sunset. I guess nearly 30 years I lived in towns and never really pay attention to the sun or the moon or the stars. You just don't really see them. But the effect that the sunset has, like the sunlight coming through the copper beech leaves. I don't even know if that is copper beech. I think it is. I don't think it is actually. I think it's sycamore. Red sycamore. That's bizarre. But yeah. Just amazing. So we're gardening on a bit of a budget this year as our rent's gone up. We're using old compost and old seeds, and we've had a lot of seed failures this year despite them only being a year old. But Sarah's doing her best. She found a bag of perlite, mixed that in with some of the old soil because she thought it was a bit too heavy and the seeds weren't germinating. So got a mixture of things in there. Got I think a mixture of French and runner beans, and then seedlings, yeah. I think lettuce, cucumbers and squashes, and lettuce in the corner. So that's what we've got going on in here. So the herb garden, chives are going nuts. I think there's a little bit of oregano hidden away in there amongst the nettles, and then an absolute monster hedge of mint. And a word of advice: don't put your herbs right next to your back door, because the dogs will come out and wee on it. So we don't eat any of that. Same with the other little herb trough. Dogs sort of took care of that for us. The strawberry bed I've been maintaining, having to weed now and then. Most of it has been flowering, and we've got a lot of baby strawberries on the go. A nice poppy in the middle of the strawberry bed. Now I had left all this covered and it was flowering away, and then I realised that it would probably be a good idea to uncover it to let it get pollinated. Yeah, here's some baby strawberries. The reason I'd left it covered is because our neighbour doesn't give her cat a litter tray, so it comes in here and just uses it as a litter tray. So once the flowers are all gone, I'll recover them. So everything I repotted is doing really well. I wasn't really sure if it had survived or not. It had lots of little buds on it, but I was kind of 50-50 whether it was carked it or not. But No, that's doing really well. Now the raspberries are looking bloody awful. All of this was flooded for ages, so it wouldn't surprise me if they're dead. The ones at the back are all right because it gently slopes down, but yeah, these ones down here don't look so good. Now Sarah's got a baby Cavalineros in here, netted. They're looking, yeah, really healthy. I think this end of the veggie patch, I think was used as a dumping ground for grass clippings, so quite fertile soil. Down the other end, it's not as good. Perpetual spinach has gone to seed. Now the days have lengthened and warmed up. I think Sarah's direct sowed some lettuce and stuff in here. The chard is all bolted as well, but the chickens have been coming in here and pecking it, as you can see. The rhubarb, well, that's ready to harvest now. It's doing really well. I mean, the celery's bolted as well, I think, by the look of it. We've got some potatoes coming up from ones that I left last year. I mean, celery is something we've never really had much success with, but I mean, that looks like a, well, I don't know, it's probably bolted, so it's probably really tough. It looks quite good. Sarah's direct sowed some beetroot. There's a little one there. A few clumps coming up. And then some more oak leaf lettuce. She's been sowing into these sort of containers. It's got a mix of Cavaliero and lettuces, and once they're ready to transplant, she'll put them out into the patch. Bonnie has not been at her best, so she gets time in it, doing what she likes, hunting for worms and such. Now my next job's with the compost. Because we've got so much brown waste, like the chicken bedding, it just mounts up and the grass stops needing to be clipped, so it just doesn't really go anywhere. So I've dumped a load of grass clippings on top, but I think what I'd like to do is mix it all in. So that's one session of mowing clippings right there. I think what I'll do is dismantle this, mix it up, and try and start again. But that's going to be a bit of a pig of a job. Now we've been working our way through potting up our plants, weeding and potting up. This is all what we've got left still to do. The roses, Sarah's given a good weed, and they're starting to look a lot happier. The rowans are looking good. I mean, these are the 2 lupins that I sowed from seed that I saved, and they're just in 7-litre pots and looking amazing for the size of the pot. This is just a little one Sarah dug up out of the ground and put into a pot, and it rooted into the ground, so when I picked it up it looked absolutely awful. So I've potted it up and it just looks amazing now. Little mini azalea. And this crocosmia, I mean, it was tiny a week ago or so. Since being potted up, looking absolutely brilliant. The boys like this spot. Keeps them in the shade. Idiot. But at the same time, they've got a direct line of sight to the lane. So if anybody dares drive down the lane, they'll get a bark. And in the whiskey barrel, we've got French beans.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
About 5 of them coming up that Sarah sowed in there.
Oh no.
And these little girls are right monsters. They will absolutely murder that spinach. Get a straight on it.
Why that net's there?
Yeah, you've been spotted. She's trying to work out how to get in here. Aren't you? So that's where we're at. We'll definitely be doing a lot better if we had some additional funds for potting compost and some more fresh seeds. But there you go. We'll see how it develops on the coming weeks and months. Hope you're all enjoying the start of summer. Cheers.